Hola, buenas tardes. We are the Eulbergs back one more time to tell you how you can be involved in missions.
I'm sure you are thinking, me? I'm too young to be involved in missions. But actually, right now is the perfect time for you to start asking God what He wants to use you for. Mr. Jeremy and I wish we had asked God to show us that when we were your age.
You see, God has called all of us to be missionaries. Now, maybe He hasn't called all of us to faraway places like Bolivia, but He has given each and every one of us a mission. And that mission is to make His name known to all the people all over the world who are lost and dying and don't know the one who can save them. And God has a purpose for your life in that mission too.
How do you find out how God wants to use you for that mission? By spending time every day with God. You spend time talking to Him through prayer, and you hear God speaking to you by reading His Word, the Bible. God already has big plans for your life, or He wouldn't have created you. So don't you want to know what big plans He has for you? Live your life spending time faithfully with Him, and He will show you. Another way you can be involved in missions right now is to pray for missionaries who are serving on the field. As you already saw, we've had to make a lot of changes to our life, and things aren't always easy, and we sure could use your prayers. We need God's help to do what we do. One way our family does this is we have a big stack of missionary prayer cards, and each night after we do our family devotions, everybody picks a card out of the stack. And whatever card you pick, that's the missionary you pray for. When we get all the way through the stack, we start over, so that every few days, each missionary is being prayed for. You can also write a card or a letter to encourage a missionary. The devil doesn't like the work of missionaries, and he likes to make things hard for missionaries, and sometimes a thoughtful letter is just the thing to lift them up. It's also hard being separated from family and friends, and it can feel lonely, and it's so exciting to receive letters that let you know you're not forgotten. Find ways that you can be a missionary right where you are until you are old enough to go on a mission trip. God has placed people in your life that need to know Him. Maybe it's kids you meet at the park, or a neighbor, or maybe even someone in your family. Don't be afraid to talk about Jesus with them. Operation Christmas Child is coming up, and packing a box for a child in another country is a great way to be a missionary. Since you won't be there when the child opens the box, you will need to include something that tells them about Jesus and the good news that He wants to save them. This can be done by writing out your testimony of how Jesus saved you, or with a gospel tract that explains it all to them. You can also have a part in sending gifts for the kids of Bolivia with the team that comes in January. The need is great. There are so many people who are lost and need to know Jesus, and we need more missionaries who will tell them. Will you pray that God will begin showing you how you can be a missionary right now? And pray that you would be open to hear from God how He wants to use you for His mission.